Hey guys, it's Psycho Horror and welcome to the last episode of my Manchester United career mode. Actually the second last, but guys, this season we will be finishing the Barclays Premier League. Look at that, we have 3 games remaining and we are 6 points behind fucking Spurs. So we have a long way to go and we just have to hope that Spurs will drop some points. We have a home game against Fulham here. I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. Home game against Fulham, we go and absolutely destroy them 4-0. And that means, look at that, have Spurs drop points or have they not? Yes, in fact they have. I did not show you there, but Spurs drop points, which means that we're 4 points away from them, which means that we need Spurs to get at least a draw from this game. They cannot win. If they win the league, because then there would be only 1 game remaining. But the best we can do is go into this game and just hope that we can snatch the win against Newcastle United. We will be playing at home. As you can see, a little bit of fitness issues there, but not too major. We do some substitutions. Jones comes on for Hummels there. Pogba on for Fellaini, and Muniain on for Nani, I believe. Yes, in fact, this is true. And, you know, Newcastle United are such a great team, you know, with players like Colaccini, Demba Ba still there. Obviously, the squads have not updated, but this was going to be a really interesting game. I was jumping into this. I was like ready. I was going to do this. I'm going to rape Newcastle and just hope against hope that Spurs had somehow dropped some points. And, you know, we go into this game. We're feeling confident. Sorry, guys. I've been so tired recently. But I've been kind of slacking on YouTube, but now I really kind of found my motivation again. But editing error there again. You missed the first goal, but basically we go 1-0 up. I think with Valencia, if I am not mistaken. You guys will see at the end of this video. But either way, Spurs are pressuring us around the 15th minute. And I'm feeling a little. I was really happy to get a really early goal there. But kind of settle my nerves, but I was still a little nervous. Here, Muniain gets a good chance in the 23rd minute, but, you have to take your chances against a team like Newcastle because, Colaccini is like kind of a mini version of, not mini in terms of size, mini in terms of how popular he is. Just look at that, 37 goals with in all competitions by Robin van Persie, even after a bad start to the season. That's pretty amazing, but anyway, like I said, Colaccini is kind of a more underrated David Luiz. I rate him really highly in this game, and he's just such a good player. There again, Valencia just using his pace to get through, but I think that was Colaccini again in the way. So Colaccini is so good coming back, so you have to take all your chances. And going forward as well with players like Demba, Cabaye, they can do real damage here. And I put a great ball through Van Persie. To be fair, there's a good save by Krul there, but sadly he was offside, which was a little bit disappointing. But 1-0, you can't really complain, because Newcastle are always a very tough team to play. And that was halftime, guys. 1-0 up. I was feeling confident. Spurs weren't playing, so I didn't know what the Spurs game score was. I was really nervous. I was like shaking. I was like, oh, come on. What's going to happen? City are playing against Everton, and that result did absolutely not matter to how our season would end up if we were going to be first place or if we were going to be second place, because that's all that matters. They bring us Cisco, don't know how you say his name. I've heard of him a few times, never actually used him, so I wasn't really sure. But here, David Santon, who's just such a great left back, takes a great shot, and Gutierrez gets a good chance. Thankfully, his first touch was a little bad, so he couldn't get the shot off because David De Gea was out of position after pulling off a good save, which meant that he got pushed to the byline and had to float the cross in right into the hands of David De Gea. And we're in the 60th minute and we're still keeping this 1-0 lead. And this was when I got nervous. They're bringing on Johan Cabaye, probably one of the most all-around midfielders in this game, along with that guy from Juventus whose name I cannot remember at this very moment in time for some particular reason. I play a short corner here, obviously, and that's just a horrible pass by Lucas, in all fairness. I don't know what he was doing there. Which was disappointing because, again, like I said, against a team like Newcastle, you don't want to go ahead and give them the ball. And they come on an attack here, and thankfully Phil Jones manages to get in the way of that. But deflections like that, even though they are good, they can be quite scary, as sometimes they just rebound into the goal and the keeper has no idea what's going on. But Van Persie gets pulled back here. He's just such a great player. I know he's already 30, but he's just such a fabulous player. You can't deny that. I just absolutely love using him. Some people say that they don't like him. He doesn't have enough pace. He has around 77 pace or something, 80 pace, a little under that. And I feel like he has more, and he's just so strong and everything. He's just a great player. Look at that touch from Jordi Alba, though. I mean, what the actual fuck? That was just a fail. But he does get a cross in here quite well, and Van Persie gets a head on it as well. I think it gets blocked. We get a corner here. Muniain takes the corner, and that's again 2 like failed corners in the space of 20 minutes. That's just really disappointing. But we're in the 90th minute. They come on a final attack here. Richards manages to get the ball away. I'm really scared for a 90th minute scripting here because a tie would just be absolutely devastating. But Valencia manages to go on a run. I'll just look at this run, puts it into Van Persie, and look at that finish with a slide from the bottom right corner into the back of the net to make it 2-0, which gave us the win. You know, obviously 2-0, which is a really good result towards Newcastle. But you know, that's not what I had my mind on. My mind was on the Spurs game. Had Spurs at least tied, because if they had at least tied, we still had a chance for the Premier League title. If they won, then sadly we wouldn't go. I don't know which one is it gonna be. Wait till next episode. Nah, I'm just joking. I would never do that to you guys. I won't leave you on a cliffhanger that big. But the game ends 2-0 either way. And, you know, to be fair, solid performance there, especially by David De Gea, Van Persie, Aguero. Basically, everyone just having a great game there. Pogba playing well as Valencia and Muniain. Didn't make any changes during the game. Didn't feel that was necessary. David De Gea with 9 saves, which was surprising because I didn't really feel that Newcastle had that many shots. But apparently they did. A moment of truth, guys. What is it going to be? Do we still have a shot at winning this? Do we? No. Spurs have won the Barclays Premier League title. You know, what can you say? Well done, Spurs. You know, it's disappointing, but you know, stuff like that you can't really talk against it. We have one more game left in the season, and I was feeling a little bit depressed here. I didn't really know what I was like. Man, you know, this kind of sucks. So I simmed this last game against West Brom because, to be fair, it didn't really matter. Obviously, it was disappointing to lose the title to Spurs, but you cannot be too disappointed with, you know, second place in the league. And especially last year, we won the triple. And to be fair, we went on a good run in the Champions League. You can't deny that. And we got knocked out by Barcelona again, which you can't really talk against. And also we dropped out of the FA Cup to Manchester City. So we've faced tough opposition in the Cup and in the league. You know, Spurs were a really good team. And, you know, I decided to end this kind of video because, you know, I'm going to be ending my United career mode. So I decided to end in the squad report there. De Gea, Michael Richards both gone up quite well. You guys can pause the video and look at their stats in more detail. But there, Mats Hummels, you know, he's already 20. He's 25 and he's gone up. Ogbonna's growing nicely, not as well as I thought, but he's still an amazing player. Jordi Alba gone up by 2 already since January, which is amazing. Fellaini gone up 1 this season. 285, just such a great player, to be fair. Valencia gone up 2 this season already. He's just a great player as well. Already 28 years old, but you know, he's a great player. Nani already 89. Too bad he never reached that 90 mark, but to be fair, he's 27. Look at that. I'm telling you guys, I told you guys I was supposed to get Lucas. He has been amazing for us. You know, you can't deny that. He's gone up to 86. Van Persie already 30. Of course, he has not grown, but still an amazing player. Excellent form and morale. Very happy. And Sergio Aguero already a 91. Overall wise, the best player in my club. In terms of what I like to use, probably Van Persie, and Aguero is my second favorite player. Willems, I gotta say I've been disappointed. You know, he has not grown as quickly as I had, and I have to be disappointed with that, which is part of the reason why I brought in Jordi Alba. But there, Iturbe, amazing player. I'm so happy I got him. Thanks to those who suggested him for me. He's been great for me. Pogba gone up to an 80, which is really nice to see. Phil Jones to 81, Tom Cleverley 82. So even these players that have been kind of rotating, you got to give them credit for growing so nicely. Same with Muniain. Royce going up to 87, which is just fabulous. And then Adam Garbutt, who I actually just signed from my youth academy, already grew 1. Luke Thompson, who is just such an amazing player. Just look at that stat growth. In every single stat, he's grown, which is, to be fair, absolutely amazing. Chris Lillis grown as well. And Sean McGinty, who's been out on loan. John Coffey, who just came back from loan, hasn't really grown. Neither has Reece Brown. And Wilkin has grown by 5 this season, which is amazing considering he only played a handful of games. Raphael grown by 2 as well, even though he hasn't been playing due to Richards. Fabio been out on loan. He's already grown to an 80, which is quite amazing, to be fair. Butner grown by 2 again. A little bit disappointed by him. Obviously, Rio gone down a lot due to his age. Nemanja gone down due to his age. Still a great player, to be fair. There's Lindegaard, who, you know, what can you say? He's gone up in reactions, which isn't even a goalkeeping stat. So, you know, that kind of sucks. Sterling, a little bit disappointed by him, I gotta say. Joshua King gone up a little bit. Never gonna be one of those players that make it. But yeah, that's my squad report. And yeah, guys, we're gonna draw. This is it. And you might think, but you guys are forgetting something. Brazil. The World Cup is coming up, and it is not over. The World Cup will be up in the next episode, and after that, the new career mode will start. But guys, there is World Cup, and that is fucking fabulous. So you gotta stay tuned for that. And you know, the World Cup with Brazil is definitely, maybe, can we end this career mode on a high? It would just be so amazing if we could end this career mode, even after a relatively disappointing season with United. You gotta say, even though it was a lot of fun and we had our ups and downs, but you know, we didn't win any silverware, and that's essentially what we want. And we didn't do that with United, which is disappointing, but we still have a chance to win the World Cup with Brazil. How amazing would that be? So be sure to stay tuned for that. But now, guys, quite an important thing here, my next career mode. I'm giving you two options. First option, Sporting Gijón. They play in the Liga Adelante, and they have a decent budget. They have a very good team. You can FUT head them or whatever, foot head them. But that's one of the teams I've been looking to do. In the Liga Adelante, think how amazing it would be to kind of try to get promoted and then push past the kind of powerhouses of Real Madrid and Barcelona to win the La Liga. That would be amazing. Take, you know, 3-4 seasons of that, at least 3 seasons, maybe 4 to get that. That would be pretty fun. And also Portsmouth, a team with a great history, you know, and you know, they've had this money problem. And you know, we would get financial takeover for both these teams, and they're in the League One right now, and we would promote them to the Premier League and take them to glory. I don't know what you guys want. These are my two choices, and you guys will have to leave a comment on which one you guys will want to see. Instructions for that will be on the screen right now, and you know, just leave either Gijón or Portsmouth in the comment section below. Which one do you want me to see? Both will be taken with a financial takeover, and we will be looking to push into promotion and into glory. Either way, it's been Psycho Hawk here. Stay tuned for World Cup and this new career mode. Be sure to vote. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave a like. It's been Psycho Hawk. Peace.